I'm back. You know what this is? No. It's not chair boxing. It is SilverSneakers Yoga Part 2. I'm your host, Jesse Swear, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, Silver Sneaker Flex instructor. And you can find out more about me. Visit my website, www.jesseswear.com. Now, hopefully you've taken episode 1 with me, and now you get to take episode 2, and hopefully we both get better as I continue to learn. You continue to learn. Another week, another day. You can either, this could be day 1 or day 2 for you, or it could be one day that you're going to start doing this. Hopefully you start it now, and hopefully you invited some friends. There are some benefits, and there are some reasons why I chose to teach this class. And those benefits are extraordinary. The benefits that you get from some of this and doing these exercises with me is you're going to manage your stress, you're going to get some pain management, you're going to get some functional mobility, that's moving through all the different planes of motion, you're going to get better muscular balance, you're going to get better core strength, you're going to get better endurance, you're going to have better flexibility when we're done, and hopefully cognition improves as well. The other thing is it's achievable. I mean, if I can do it, you can do it, and if we both can do it, then we shouldn't be intimidated by it, right? Because you can do it on the chair, you can do it in a standing position, and some of these exercises are done in the chair, and then they move to the standing position as we advance, and some of them are just done in the chair. Now, hold the position as long as you can, hold the position if you can, and if you can't, don't do the position. It's okay. Remember, I can't see you at home. Pay attention to that rate of perceived exertion. It's a 1 through 3 scale. 1 being you're kind of just relaxed. 2, you're going through the work. And 3, you're getting uncomfortable. And like I said, you can't hold that position. The other thing is that virtual liability. You should always consult with your physician before engaging in any physical activity program. By participating in this online exercise with me, you are going to make sure that you can go through all these classes. And if you can't go through some of these moves and these positions, then we'll adjust and adapt and make those modifications as necessary, because I am going to be a yoga instructor and I am going to take you through the different moves. And this is uncut, unedited exercises with me. Now, let's get started. Make sure you have your hydration. Again, pay attention to the rate of perceived exertion, and you definitely want to breathe. I'm going to move my chair back just a little bit. You're going to have Bentley. Lincoln's over there sleeping, and we're going to go through 5 different parts of this Silver Sneaker Yoga episode 2 with you. And the first one is a warm-up. It's to get the body, oxygen, blood, muscles energized, and get you through that range of motion. So you want to do some flexion, you want to do some extension, flexion being this way, extension being upright, lateral movements, rotational movements. We want to get all that in as we go through this warm-up phase. So warm-up phase right here. Gonna put those hands down to the side just like that. There you go. And I'm going to just shrug up and roll those shoulders back. But I'm gonna try to take a nice inhalation as I do that and roll them back. One of the things from sitting a long periods of time throughout your day is you get that kyphosis in the thoracic spine, or you get that dour hump, which neither one of us want, at the cervical spine. So again, you want to be on the edge of that chair. And if you are standing in the standing position doing this exercise, you want those toes over knees, knees over hips, and hips over shoulders. And I want to make sure this little Bentley dog isn't going to be licking me the entire time. Drive those elbows into the rib cage, and now I'm just going to rotate to my right, back to that center, to my left, back to that center, and then to my right, and then back to that center. We'll put both hands down like this. I'm going to take that left hand, and now I'm just going to do a lateral bend. There you go. Or a side bend. Right side, hand drops. Excellent job. Excellent job. Bring those hands back. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take those hands all the way out, and I'm going to do a circular movement. I'm going to go up, and I'm going to almost sync with the chi. So if you're taking any chi with me, roll them out. So you're going to lift up like you're lifting clouds, And then you're going to bring those palms back down and in and circle down. Nice inhale here. And a nice exhale here. Again, we're in that warm-up phase. Turning that neck. Cervical rotation or a neck rotation to the left. Back to the center. To the right. Back to the center. And then that cervical side bend. To the left. Back to the center. To the right. Back to the center. Great job. You've gotten through episode 2 so far. Get your hydration, pay attention to the rate of perceived exertion, and that was the warm-up and the range of motion. We're now going to go to some of that work phase and that workstation. So, well, I guess that was a little bit of the warm-up, the work, and now we're going to get to the work of those moves, and we're going to go through those exercises that I showed you last time with the cat and the cow, the airplane, and that lateral flexion moves, and then we're going to put them together at the end. So, edge of that chair. I'm going to be doing these in the seated position again for episode 2. Again, you can do these from that standing position. As I get better at them, and as you get better at them, we will progress to a standing position for some of these moves. First move is going to be that cat and that cow. That cat, you're just taking those hands out, and you're trying to just make a C with your back, so you're pushing that back out, and then you're coming back up with a nice upright position. So if I was on the side and doing that, I got long arms, so edge of that chair, it is just making that C position, and then coming up in that nice upright position. And we have Bentley here to try to help demonstrate these exercises, although we're not at the downward dog yet. And then a nice exhalation. If I was going to advance that move from this position, you would just take your hands out, nice inhalation, nice exhalation. Drop those hands underneath the thigh. This time as I go out, I lift that left leg up, exhale as I drop it down. Same thing with the right. I get into that C position, I bend over a little bit, lift up, exhale down. Nice and upright, or just go out, make that C, and exhale on a little way up. From this position to the edge of that chair, you're going to go into that airplane. So I kind of, nice inhalation. Take that arm back. You're working really on shoulder mobility with this exercise. And then exhale on the way up. Remember, you got a 3 to 5 breath count here, or a slow 5 count. So you're kind of just holding that 3 to 5 breaths. You don't have to inhale, exhale per se. Slow 5 count back. And we're going to do that left side again, and then we're going to go with both arms. And then coming all the way up. Now I'm going to do both arms. And then I'm going to come up. And then I'm going to do both arms again. Again, this exercise could be done from the standing position, and I'm doing it from the seated position. Working on that shoulder mobility, and that is your airplane. Next exercise is going to be your lateral flexion. Take that right hand up. Bring it back down. Now again, 3 to 5 breaths or a slow 5 count hold. Like I said, we should be improving. You should be improving, and hopefully as you improve, you're really engaging that core. You're getting a little more functional, and you're getting a little more endurance as you go through these motions with me as well. as we do this lateral flexion. And hopefully that mental clarity improves and the coordination of doing these moves with me. As I know, just doing this for the second time, that I've improved just a little as we've gone through it. My initial class, a little intimidating. Never done it. And I messed up a few times. But I think I'm getting a little better. You have to let me know. And hopefully you're enjoying what we're doing right now. So now let's put all three of those moves together. Again, should be attainable, all right? This class should be attainable with me today. So let's go into that cat and the cow. Into the airplane. Into your lateral flexion, right hand up. Remember, 3 to 5 with that breath count. Or a nice 5-second type hold with a countdown. Back to that cat and the cow. Into the airplane. So I really like the airplane. I think I do well at the airplane. Into the lateral flexion. Left hand goes up this time. Right hand goes up. Ooh, this feels good. Back to that center. And drop it down. There we go. We got through the work phase. Now, clearly as we go, we're going to be adding more exercises, yoga moves to this seated position. Those were 3 that we've done in episode 1, and now we're repeating them in episode 2. Please hydrate, prepare yourself for what's next, because what is next is the cool down, and we're going to go into that standing position. We're going to work on the tree pose and the downward dog. Initially, though, I'll show you that tree pose from the seated position because I didn't show you that last time. Let me get my hydration. So from that seated position, doing that tree pose, you would just be on the edge of that chair and you would just take that right leg, and then you can see I'm putting it right up and I'm leaning it up against my ankle in this position, and I'm just holding this position. Arms can go right here on the hips, or arms could go here like this. Now, if you want to get a little more advanced, you would just lift that leg up, put it on the calf, hold that position. You're going to feel that hip a little bit more, and then you're going to raise those arms up from that tree position and hold it. Bring them back down. You can start here, you can start here, or you can start at the advanced position. Now, if you want to do from a standing position, you're going to ascend, do one of your sit to stand moves. Have that chair, that's what it's there for support, for balance. And then you can hold on to it, and you're just going to slide that right foot so that it is creating almost a triangle, and that heel is on the ankle. Reminds me of the Captain Morgan pose, right? Or you can go a little more advanced. Foot comes off, nice upright position. Hold that chair if necessary. You can go more advanced right now. Or you can go even more advanced and take those arms up, which I know my arms are out of the screen right now, so that means I need to move back a little bit farther. And then you bring them all the way back down. So I'll move back, I'll move my chair back, and then you'll be able to see this from a better position. So slide, initial position, and up. Now I do really good with my left side, and then bring it all the way down. Remember, it's that 3 to 5 breaths, or that slow 5 count hold back down. Switching sides, taking that left leg. Remember, there's different ways to do this. 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 And you can just go right into that advanced motion right away, like I am, or you can do it in stages or episodes. There you go. How'd you do with that? I hope you did well. We're going to go to that downward dog. I'm going to have that seat, and then I'm going to do from the standing position like we did last time. We are moving right along, and I hope you're enjoying this. Again, I am your host, Jesse Swear, and I am a yoga instructor for SilverSneakers. I'm just new, and you're probably new at it too. So, can't be intimidating. We're going to learn together, and you're going to get better at this, and it's going to be achievable. And you're going to feel better. Flexibility, functionality, core strength, balance, muscular conditioning, mental clarity, you name it, we're going to bring it to you. Downward dog, lean a little forward. Left hand goes out, right hand goes over. Lift them up a little bit and hold that position. Remember, 3 to 5 breaths or a nice 5 count and bring them back down. There you go. Left hand goes out, right hand goes out. This time, I'm going to put the left hand over right. I'm going to lean forward. And now I'm going to lift those hands up and I'm going to bend my head down just a little bit. Holding that position. And then bring it all the way back. So you can repeat that from that seated position, or if you have the ability, you can do this from the standing position. Standing position, we're not going to overlap any hands. We're just going to reach hand out. Walk back just a little bit from that chair. Push that chair out, and now you're just going to bend down. And a nice stretch. Come back up. And go back down, pushing those hips back. Bend it down. Keep that head above the heart at all times as well. Then come back up. So again, options, seated or standing. You have them, I have them, I'm teaching you, I'm guiding you. Pay attention to the rate of perceived exertion. Get your hydration because we're going down to the final exercises. And I'm going to do these from the standing position this time. Last time I did them from the seated position. So let's do them from the standing position this time in episode 2 because it is the final stretch. So these are some basic Tai Chi exercises. I think I said that last time. Just a little different with the open and close. We're going to stand, toes over knees or hips. You're just going to reach out. If you're in that seat, you're just reaching out. And then you're just going to turn those palms and pull back towards you. Open them up. Retract the scapula and push in. Reach on out like you're pushing away. Nice inhalation. And turn those palms. Open up. And exhale. Drop that left and drop that right just like this. And then we're going to just wave hands like clouds. And we're going to just shift our weight. And again, it's working on balance, functionality, mobility, stability, and you're just waving those hands like clouds. Looking great, looking good, awesome work. And as you can see, I'm rotating my hands through, but you can just keep those palms facing you the entire time. Right is coming down, left is going up towards my face, right is coming up to the left elbow, and then right is coming up towards my face. And you're just doing that shift through, and then I'm going to just bring them back and rest them down. There you go. Smile, enjoy, relax, hydrate, pay attention to that rate of perceived exertion, and wear that smiley face proudly because you achieved episode 2. Peace, my friends. I only got a couple more fingers and then I'm past episode 10. So episode 2, we're done. It's a wrap. Awesome. Keep on coming back. Peace, my friends.